Back on defense, we're going to have Zach and Tenny. Opening face-off. Everybody excited. And opening face-off is put out into open ice, and the 15s grab it, and Jackson gets it and gets it deep, takes a hit. Puck is worked around back into the corner, but defense there to hold it in. Putting it back into the corner, Monty comes in, makes a nice hit. 16s have it in the corner, and they're going to take their time and try to make a nice breakout here. They got a man up high. Oh, stick was down. And, not quite on sides. Now we got a break going the other way. We got Seti with the puck, one-on-one. Oh, he gets robbed right inside the blue line. Matsu there to put the pressure on. But 16s are going to take it back behind the net and try to regroup. But Matsu's there. He's got the puck. He's looking back, and he puts it back behind the net. 16s control, put it back up the sideboards, and now Akshay's going to keep it in the zone. Change on our defense, so now we have Puckett and Akshay out there. Forwards are getting a change as well. Puck gets moved up, but too hard. That's going to be an ice, and we're going to go back down into our offensive zone. And now we're going to have the line of Patty, Bally, and Grimmy come in for an offensive zone face-off. They're going to be backed up by Akshay and Graham. So looking to set up a play. Patty comes in to tell his defenseman where he wants to see him and how he expects the face-off to go. Face-off, 15s win. Back to Puckett on the line, but just floated a little bit outside. Now the 16s are going to have a chance to regroup. Going back behind the net, but nice job by Patty to put some pressure on there. 16s get it. It's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Graham on 2 at 16s. Oh. Beautiful shot. Top corner, right over the blocker side of Cello. 2-on-1 going the other way. 16s strike first. It's 1-0. Hawks on Hawks. 16s up 1 on the 15s. All right, we're going to get a line change here. We got Bath, Clark, and Zulk. And back on the line, we're going to have A-Rod and Bowers. All right, face off those 16s. They're going to try to dump it deep. They do. It goes back into the corner. Bowers sends a chase. Bowers working it back behind the net, and now it's going to go up in front. And that's going to get picked up by Nolan. Nolan takes it to center ice, but that's picked up by the 16s. 16s take it, get a hit there. And trying to work it back down deep, but defense on the 16s are going to pick it up and take it through to center ice and then tip it down deep. And we're going to have just a minute to get this breakout over to Nolan from the D. And that gets picked up, and now we got Humphrey on, so getting another change. So Humphrey shot on net, first shot for the 15s. Working it back up the boards, it does pop out, and now we got Bowers who puts it back up. High stick, played with the high stick. Referee blows the whistle. So played with the high stick. That's going to be a face-off in the offensive zone for the 15s and give us a chance to get another face-off set up. So now we have Humphrey, Becker, and Thor out there, and they're being backed up by Tenny and Sat. All right, Humphrey in for the face-off. He's called what he wanted with his boys, and the face-off is good. We get it towards the net, but 16s pick it up. 16s up the boards. They tip it to center, but we're there to pick it up. Becker goes into the corner. He's got his man and does a nice hit and back up the boards. 16s can't quite handle that puck, but now they do, and they're trying to get it over the blue line. Over the blue, but not with control. Zach sends it back up. 16s pick it up, and now they're down into the corner. In the corner, we've got 16s picking it up back behind the net, trying to set something up. He's going to skate, back pass to his defenseman. Defenseman back into the corner. Corner is going to try to take it and, works it through our defenseman there. And tries to make a drop pass, but nobody home. So good chance for us here. Tenny gets it up the boards. Becker's on the boards there with him. Tries to get it out of the zone, but it's stopped right at the blue line there. Becker picks up the puck and does a backhand, but again, the defense is there for the 16s. They're not backing off that blue line. Becker delivers a hit, and so does Humphrey. So checking line is absolutely checking tonight. Puck is picked up by Becker. He turns, he throws, but again, it's stepped in. Becker blocks a shot and takes a hit. Puck is trying to be centered, but nobody home, so this is going back to the far side boards. On the far side now, melee into the corner. Everybody's trying to get a control of the puck, and it looks like it comes out on the stick of the 15s. Lifts it up in the air, tries to get it out, but again, the 16s defense is there. Tip in front of the net, but that goes wide. 16s have the puck, and they're going to try to work it back behind. Again, thrown it up the boards by Littleton, 15s, and Marcelo's going to glove that one and give it a cover and let us get a change. All right, so face off to Cello's blocker side this time on the right. We're going to get another change. We're going to have Jax, Mossy, and Suddy back up front. And then in the back, on the defensive side, I'm going to have to call that in a second. All right, face-off win by the 15. 15's back to the corner. Akshay takes it, passes it back over to Graham. Graham picks it up, sends it up the boards. All the way up to Jackson. Now we got Jackson and DeMott's coming in, 2-on-2. DeMott takes a shot up in the air, but gloved down by the 16 goalie, and we're going to get a whistle and another face-off. So nice breakout, nice shot on net. A lot more control on that one. Suddy took a nice hit there, but got the puck out of the zone and sent his guys up the ice to get a nice shot on net. So here we go. Jackson to take the face-off. Jackson hits, and this one is controlled by the 16. 16's coming up the ice. It's a 3-on-3 going the other way. Defenseman takes his man, hits. Oh, but he gets through. Oh, net is off. Net is off. So no goal, no play. Defenseman took his guy down, and they went into the net. So we're going to have another face-off, this time to Marcelo's glove side. Same line out there, no change for the 15. 16s are going to get a change, just like their forwards are going to change. And this one's going to go outside. Looks like they're going to call that one on 16s on the net there. So outside the zone. All right, so Matsi on the right, Jackson in the middle, Porter on the left. And back in the back, we're going to have Graham and Bowser. All right. Face-off won by the 15s. 15s take it up the ice, puts it on net, and that's a cover by the Tendy. He's going to call that for a face-off, and we're going to get a change here by the 15. So now we're going to have the line of Patty, Valley, and Grimmy. Looks like Akshay and Graham are going to stay out there for this one. So boys get together, decide what their face-off play is going to be. Another offensive zone face-off, so another shot, another chance. This goalie is huge. His elbows are at about the crossbar, so let's see what they're going to come up with to try to get one pass in. Face-off won by the 15, shot on net, turned away. Back behind the net, and now it's going to be a race for the puck. 16s win the initial race, but have to send it back the other way. 15s get it back behind the net, and now 16s are going to pick it up, and they're going to take it up the left wing boards. But interfered there in the neutral zone, and chance again. Matty's on it. He's got it, and he's trying to get that puck. He gets some help from the center. Patty tries to help him there, but back the other way. We've got numbers. Little hit. And Graham takes it into the corner. He's got help. He's got Patty with him. Patty moves it up the ice. And now Matthew, we get a hit from behind. No call there from the refs. Parents not real happy about that. All right. 16's work it down into the corner. Now they're going to try to work it up the ice. Straight to the red line. They're going to dump and chase. Bowers makes a nice hit in the neutral zone. Coming back into the zone. We got Grimmy making a nice hit in our corner, and now it's back over the blue line. 16's control. Are they going to be onside? Barely, but they are. And Bell takes it in for the 16. He's going to get a shot, and that's off the mark. So not only off the mark, but outside the zone. Nice job there by the 15s to pop that puck and get it back. But 16s are going to find it. And, great move there. A-Rod takes it, and he's got it going up. Our defenseman getting it in the zone. Putting it deep. Goalie's going to play it. He's going to play it up to his left wing. Left wing is going to go. It's a 2-on-1 the other way, but the back check works. Beautiful back check there by Nolan. Going to lose his footing, but definitely broke that play up. As the puck goes down into the corner and then back behind the net, now we've got A-Rod picking it up. He's got a second. He's going to take his time. Makes a move around one, and then two players. Back on his stick, and now he gets it over to his left wing, moving it up to the right, and now we got Zelp taking it in, and deep into the corner. He takes a hit, but comes away with the puck. Puck popped off sticks, and it is back in control of the 16s. They're going to put that up in the air, but our defenseman's going to come and take that away. Nolan puts it deep, and he's going to turn and go for a change. 16's down deep in the zone now, trying to look for a good breakout pass. They got a man deep across the neutral zone, but this defenseman's going to take it all the way. He's getting some pressure from Humphrey, and he goes down. No call. Clean hit. Becker takes it, pushes it through, and now he's going to go down there with Thor. Thor's got the puck, pressure on the puck. Going to have to move it over to the far side, and now they're going to go this side. Becker takes a hit behind the net, and 16's trying to move it up again. Long pass into the neutral zone, but 15's ready this time, and now Tenny's going to take it in. They're going to say that was offsides and shot would have gone high anyway. So we're going to have a face-off right outside the blue line, neutral zone face-off. No change. You're going to have Connor, Cameron Becker, and Thor out there. And they're going to have Zach with Tenny back behind. Humphrey's telling Zach what to expect. And then when the face-off, it goes over to Tenny. Tenny's going to throw it in. Off a stick with the 16s. They're going to throw it back up in the air. A lot of tosses up in the air here in this game. Nice hit there in the neutral zone by Zach. They're going to take a long shot. Marcelo handles that well with his blocker, puts it back into the corner. Left wing's got it, tries to get it out, but 16s are going to hold it, and Marcelo's going to catch that one and take a stop. We're going to get a change and a face off to Marcelo's blocker side. All right, coming into the defensive zone now. Going to get a change. So fresh legs out there for your 15s. And looks like we're going to have face-off wins. Jackson wins the face-off. He's got Porter, and he's got Motzi out there with him. Up the boards. Porter's got it. Oh, doesn't quite get it all the way through. 16s are going to control it down in the corner. Graham's going to pressure. Setback pressures up the boards as well. And pressure stays on, but not able to control that puck. 16s get it back, and now it's on the stick of the 16 player looking to work it to the middle. Nobody available. 15s are smothering that down low. Coming out high to the point. Nice tip in front by the 16s. Marcelo sees it, goes down into the butterfly, and covers that one up. So face off to Marcelo's left side this time, his glove side. Defense are going to stay Hadra and Puckett. But on the front, you're going to see Grimshaw, along with Patty at center and Valley over on the other side. Patty in for the face-off, wins the face-off, back into the corner. Patty goes and gets his own face-off win, takes it over to the defenseman, over to the left wing. Oh, just over his stick, a little bouncy there. And as it goes down into Hazra, Hazra's going to send it back behind the net for his defenseman. Moving it up to the front, and now we get it over. Grimshaw gets it. He gets it over to Patty. Patty had it, but that was really in the air. A lot of bounces there. Bauer's now on the ice for the defense. He's going to get it up there, and Patty's going to try to force this one to be a bad pass. Good job on a nice, hard forecheck. Oh, 16s get it away anyway, but there we go. Because of that, the 16s didn't have as much chance in the neutral zone. They do take it over, but it's going to get picked up and work behind the net. Nice stop and redirect the other way. They're just going to calm it down, figure out what they want to do. Here we go. Valley up the boards, and it's over the blue line. So back into the neutral zone. They're going to force the 16s to regroup. Regroup, D to D pass. They're going to switch sides, and Maddie's going to give him some pressure there. Grimmy's going to get him and sends it to the front, but nobody home. Good covers by the 15s. All right, nice block in front there. It's going to go up the boards, and oh, big hit by the 16s, but we take it, we get it moving, and Salo's going to cover that one, and our defenseman says, don't think twice about touching my goalie. Puts that guy into the net, and good defensive play. Letting him know what's happening. I think that was A-Rod. It might have been Bowers. Referee talking to Bowers right now, but Bowers is saying, hey, I'm just doing my job. All right, that was an A-Rod back on defense. Vath, Clark, and Zolk up on the front. Oh, nice job there. Vath jumps right up into the play, gets the puck, and creates an opportunity. There it is. It's over the blue line now. 16s are going to try to dump it back in hard, but that's going to go off the referee, and it's going to be a little bit harder than they thought. 16 standing in the corner. 2 15s there to meet him. A-Rod sends it up to Zolk. Zolk is going to be there, but it's going to get out of the zone before he can get there, and that's all right. They're going to dump it deep, and looks like the 16s are going to try to regroup and come up here with a big play. But 15s get it. They're going to send it far to the other side, and Winger's ready for it. Nolan's got it on the boards. Nolan's going to move it to his center. Clark's got it, and he's moving it over the red line. Clark takes a hit, and 16s control the puck, but 15s throw a hit right back, but it's back into the zone 3-on-2. With Vath coming back with some speed there, taking a hit, but gets it over to Nolan. Nolan's over the blue line, and he takes it down into the corner. Nolan into the corner, taking a hit from the 16s there, but he's got the puck, and he's not going to let that go. So Vath down in there to fight with him. Humphreys has changed, so centers are changed, but the wingers are still out there fighting for that puck pretty hard. Humphrey puts it back in deep. Humphrey's got the puck. He puts it down into the right wing corner. And that one goes off the boards. He tries to get it. Zach's going to pick that one up. Oh, but it gets his pocket picked. puck goes back into the zone, but we've got to get back on sides. All right, we're on sides now, and we've got Becker going in to give some pressure. That one gets worked up the boards twice, and 16s again. They're going to jump and chase. Counting on their speed on this one, but they're going to change. So we do have a second here to try to make a good play. Over to Becker. Becker tries to send it to the center, but nobody there. Over to the right wing or left wing boards. Thor's got it, tips it in. Referee says no ice, so the boys have a chance to play here. Nice. Becker's into the corner. Going to put some pressure on that puck. He tries to move it back to his defenseman. He does. Defenseman over to the wing over to the center. Center comes down. He's going to try to take a backhand, but no, defenseman stops him from maybe getting a shot off. Boys are happy about that on the bench. Becker tries to move it up the boards, but he's cut off by the defenseman. 16s have the puck again, but take a nice hit there from from Humphrey. 16s take a big shot, but misses the net, goes all the way around, over to his defenseman, and down deep into the corner, and it's to Becker's stick, and Becker does get it out to center ice. 16s are going to regroup, and the 15s are going to get a line change. Not quite enough for the full line there. Humphrey puts a nice hit on there. And we have DeMott's up there trying to control the puck, but that one bounces around back to the 16s. So 16s have it. 15s have the puck. They're putting it in. They've got a man on the far side. Laid down, blocked by the 16s. That was a nice defensive play. We definitely had somebody there to just pop that one in. All right, Matsu back into the corner, delivering a nice hit, trying to get the puck off the stick of the 16s. 16s throw it up high. And now the 15s have to regroup, but we're just going to throw it right back in, and they're going to call that one offsides. Are they going to call that one intentional? Our guy was pretty deep, but no. Head ref is calling for intentional. He's calling for it to go all the way down. Yep, that's going to be an intentional offside. Strangely, that's going to be the neutral zone, but okay. In the neutral zone, not the defensive zone, we'll take it. All right, here we go. So once again, we've got Motzi, Jackson, Suddy. Jax goes for the faceoff. He wins that one back to his defenseman. Defenseman over to Graham. Graham's going to work it over the red line. He's going to dump it deep, and now Porter's going to go chase it down deep into the zone. Goalie plays it back around the net, high to the boards, but the defense is going to have a chance to keep it in. Back and forth, little ping pong there, but 15s get it deep once more time. So 16s are going to play dump and chase, so are we. So here we go. Hoping we're a little bit faster than them, and I think that is the case in a lot of what we're doing. Nice keep there. Hauser keeps it in on the blue line. 16s have to dump it. Graham's going to come get it. He's going to backhand it up the boards. That ends up on the stick of a 16, and they're going to take it and, loses it. 15s go down into the corner. Grimshaw on the boards. Sends it back to his defenseman. Sends it back to Jackson. Jackson's the center. Jackson and Grimshaw pops one around, but can't get around two. So now this one back in the zone, but not controlled. And once again, the 16s are going to dump it deep, and Hauser's going to go back behind the net. He's going to have one man to beat. He gets it up to Bally. Bally's got the puck, sends it up, and tries to put it in the air, but the 16s catch that one. Send it again. Hauser up the boards. And this one high, and they're going to call that one an ice. We're going to come all the way back for an offensive zone face-off. So probably a full change here for your Hawks for the 15s. Good job so far tonight, just trying to keep control of that puck. Definitely a lot of air pucks, a lot of things trying to eat speed on speed. Eventually that will play into our favor. So we got Bowers and A-Rod back on defense. Taking the face off is Patty. He's got Bally and Grimmy on his wings. He's setting it up, and boys know what they need to do. Called his play, and he wins it right back. And over to the defenseman. Defenseman takes a shot, and that one, you can hear that one go right off the pad of the goalie. Back behind the net, tries to work it in front. 16s end up with it. Not a lot of control, but they do end up with it. Bowers with a nice hit. Valley back to his defenseman. Defenseman's going to take that and send it over to Blake. Blake is going to send it over to the far left wing. Far left wing over. He's got Patty in the middle. Patty's got the puck. And a shot. And 15 scored. Patty, beautiful shot. I believe that was a great pass from Patrick. Our boys moving the puck, saying you can hit me all you want, but we can move the puck. Showing what they've got with that puck movement and a nice one-timer. So Valley getting the first score for the 15s, and it's now tied 1-1. First period, 3 minutes and 37 seconds to go. And the boys are on a roll. So we got a change now. So out there now we've got Clark with Vath and Zoltz. So face-off goes. Wingers come in to help out because that one just ties up and comes away to the 16s, the 15s. All right, 15s have it. They're coming back into the zone. Nolan gets it. He puts it deep into the zone, and now he's going to chase and put some pressure on. Pressure works, but nobody home for us on that side. So 16's coming down the right wing side, back behind the net. Defense is going to pick it up, and they missed that puck, and that's going to give us a chance to break it out clean. A-Rod's got it on the far side. He's got Becker and Zulk here. He's going to send it deep on net. Nice stick save by the goalie back into the corner, but the 15s are going to pick it up. Becker's going to send it back behind the net. A few more hits, and we're going to get 16's coming away from behind the net. They're going to send it up the middle of the ice all the way around. Nobody touched that one, and ref is going to call that one an icing. Good call by the ref, so offensive zone face-off. Give us a chance to get our lines together. We got Becker, Humphrey, and Thor out there, backed up by Noah and Zach. So Kayleen Tennyson on the point, Becker, Humphreys, and Thor setting up for their face-off. We're usually trying to get this one back to our right defenseman, so hoping to get to Kaylee and then over to Thor. He wins that one, but over to the 16s. 16s are in control. They're going to try to send it up ice. It does get a tip, so that's going to be no ice. Waved off by the referee. Tenny gets there. He's going to backhand it up. Becker's going to try to come low, help get that puck out. Becker in a fight there with the 16s, and the puck is going to come over to Humphrey's stick. Humphrey's got it. He sends it up the boards, and that's over the blue line. Gets it over to his defensive partner. 16s are going to try one more time. Nice save there by Cello. Puts that one off his blocker and straight out of the zone by his teammates. Nice hit there by Kaylee as it comes down the boards and trying to control it over the 16s, but out of the zone and up the right wing boards. All right, looks like we're going to have a penalty here. Referee looks like he's calling a hooking. Not sure which team this is on. This is on the 16s, according to the guy who opened up the door. Nope, that's going to be on Humphrey. And we'll see what the ref calls there. I don't know if he's going to take one or two. He's taking them both. All right. Coincidental penalties. We'll continue to play 5-on-5. Those two got tangled up. Ref's going to say that's enough. Sticks got too high. Guys got a little too rough. Take them both. Continue to play 5-on-5. So with 2:07 to go, those guys will get out of the box with 7 seconds to go in the first period. And now we've got Jackson out there with his line, and that's Matzi and Suddy back on with Hazra and Puckett back on the bench. One tried to clear by the 16s, but that one goes into the bench. Coach is going to give that back to the ref, and we'll try this one more time. All right. So boys getting together, deciding what they want to do. Jack's calling what face-off he wants to see. All right. Here we go. Jack's giving it over to his wing. Wing giving it over to Graham. Graham giving it over to the left wing. Sending it over. Matzi's got a shot. Oh, nice shot by Matzi, and that ends up with a rebound. But 16s go back behind the net. They've got the puck. They're going to try to put that one up in the air, but that's going to hit the net instead, and we're going to get one more chance at this on the other side of the ice. 1:53 to go in the first period. Your Hawks and their Hawks are tied 1-1. Again, 15s against the 16s. Jackson taking his face off. He's got Matzi on his left. He's got Suddy on his right. And he wins his face off. Porter's got a chance, but 16 stick gets in there. Hauser's in a foot race, and he wins that, putting it back up the boards over to the defenseman. Defenseman's going to move it up to the left wing side, and this time Graham's going to chase it down and get it out of the zone one more time. This one's going to end up under Mott's stick. Matzi over to his guy, takes a hit, but Jackson's there to back him up. Jackson down into the boards, trying to get it over, but it's going to get over the blue line. Puckett's got it, and now we're one-on-one. Bowers taking his man. Great save by Cello. Puts it off to the left side. Nobody home. And so now 15s have one more chance. Matzi off the boards, setting it down deep. Jackson down onto the pressure. Matzi's going to try to cut this pass off. They're going to send it up the boards. Porter does cut it off. Porter's got it. It's on his stick. He's looking for a backhand. And, right to the goalie's side, right side, and just hit that pad. You can hear it hit hard. Suddy goes down into the corner. Suddy's got the puck. Getting hit. Two different 16s in there hitting him. Oh, my goodness. Loses his stick, but still comes away with they did not have control of that puck. Oh, and a shot on net. 45 seconds left to go in this period. 16s have no choice but to send that as hard as they can. Bowers sends it hard down deep into the other zone. 16s try to clear it, but now the 15s are going to put it high in the air. And now we got some line changes coming up. We got Bowers on the line. He's going to hold it, and he's going to send it down deep. But referee says he was offside, so we'll finish that up, get our change done. So the call of Let's Go Hawks rings out from the parents because it works for both sides. All right, Hawks against Hawks. Now 28.6 seconds left in the first period. 1-1 game. Back in the back, you got Bowers and A-Rod. Up front, you got Patty, Valley, and Grimmy. Patty's going to take the face-off. He's going to go with this one, and he's going to win that one over to his left defenseman. A-Rod's going to send that down deep, and Patty's there to pressure that puck immediately. He gets that one over to his winger. Winger's going to go back down. He's got it deep, and he's got control. He's going to work it back up for A-Rod. A-Rod's going to look, send it back down deep again. Out in front, 16s pick it up, and they have 5 seconds if they're going to try to take a shot. And that one goes all the way through. No icing, but that is going to end the period. So, exciting first period for our boys. A few nerves. Are over. Everybody's back where they belong. All right. Ref is going to tell the guys behind him to back off, tell the center to calm down. Clark wins the face-off back to his defenseman. Defenseman get it over to the left wing board, so it's outside the dots. No threat from there. 15s work it again outside the dots, but 16s try to put it back in front, but right there to pick that up is our 15 player. So that takes it in, and he's got help there. Edelman, real great work there on the boards. I know he didn't come away with it, but that was some very, very hard work. All right, 16s almost run each other over. Go outside the dots. He's going to get harassed there by Edelman. Edelman's trying to make sure that he doesn't get any decent shot or decent pass off, and that works. Vath in there as well. Coming down the boards, the 16s are going to get harassed again. Now Vath is going to come away with the puck this time. He's got help. Far side, going over there. There's Nolan. Nolan's going to put it in deep, and then he's going to chase his own dump there. And here we go. Nolan has got, he's got two guys on him. He does get dumped, and that is going to be a penalty on the 16s. Yeah, that guy took Nolan's feet out. If you could see that, Nolan's feet went straight up in the air. That's a sure sign of something from behind or a trip. So 16s are going to go down one man. Referee talking to the guy as he goes in. He's going to call him 2 minutes. It looks like roughing. He's going to come over, talk to the coach. Doesn't know what's happening. Coaches give him a thumbs up, and we're going to have an offensive zone faceoff. Starting the power play, it's going to be 5-on-2. All right, looks like we got Maddie out there on the right wing. We got Suddy over on the left wing. Becker's going to take the face off. And back in the back, we got A-Rod. And it looks like Jackson is going to play the right D. So power play one out there. Back to A-Rod. A-Rod takes the puck. He's going to take a second, see what's happening. Over to Jackson. Jackson back to A-Rod. A-Rod has a moment. He's got Suddy over on his left. Sends it in front. Becker had a nice screen. Now they're going to try to do this one more time. Right off of A-Rod's skate. Time to regroup. Back down into our defensive zone. They only send one, so this should be a relatively easy regroup. Here we go. Suddy with the puck. He's going to go up through the left-hand side. Suddy can walk through a lot of people. Tries to send it out, but Matt has got it. Matty's got it back into the corner. Backhands over to Suddy, but that ends up on the 16 stick, and now Jackson's going to chase that one back down. Sella leaves it there for him in the corner. He leaves it for A-Rod. A-Rod's going to say, sure, guy, let me see what you're going to do, and then I'll do my thing. Tries to send it up to Jackson just off the stick, but that's now out there. That's going to put some serious pressure on. It's going to go down into the right wing corner, and A-Rod's got the puck. He's going to look up and find Vath. Vath is going to send it over. That's going to go to the far right wing side. Shot on net. DeMott's there. DeMott scores! Good shot from the right wing side, and DeMott picks up that rebound and sends that one home. Looks like that was Clark who took the initial shot, and then Carson there to clean it up, put it in the back of the net. It's 2-1. Your 15s over your 16s. And that was a fantastic power play, making it count when they can. 5-on-4 ends up with a goal. 14:53 left in the second period. And now we're going to get back to our regular lines. Face off center ice, and that is won by the Hawks. The 16s outskate them there. And they get the puck, but over the blue line, so now they have to reorganized. So this is Humphrey, Thor, and Becker out there. And back in the back is Tenny and Zach. All right. Tuck down into the corner. Big hit delivered there by Humphrey. Humphrey delivers another hit. Sticks are going up. Ref is telling him to keep those sticks down and also protecting his face. And down into the corner is Becker. He's got nobody up the board, so he's got to be careful with this one. Sends it back behind the net, lets the defenseman pick it up. Thor's going to pick it up on the left wing boards. And that one trying to get over the blue line, but the 16s are going to keep. Try to work it out. Cello gets that one with a stick, puts it over to the far side. Another great save by Cello. And this time he's going to hold it, and 15s are going to tell them, hey, no taking any extra with my goalie. Making sure that everybody's doing well. All right, fans. Second period, 14:08 to go. Offensive zone face-off. We got Patty's line out there with Valley and Grimmy. And back in the back, it looks like we're going to have Hazra and Puckett. All right, face-off. Looking to win this one, and they do. 15s win it, back to Hazra. Hazra's going to send it back behind the net. Oh, beautiful pass from the defenseman over to the left wing boards. Left wing boards are going to send it deep. Oh, great forecheck. Maddie is right there. Oh, my goodness. This is just absolute speed by the 15s, just making sure that they don't have any chance of that puck. I'm thinking, all right, going in deep now. Oh, what a great job. 15s have just created some chaos there, making sure that there are no easy passes for this team. Maddie was out there making sure, oh, there's Maddie taking another shot. Gets the offense going. Oh, my goodness. What a great forecheck. Maddie, front of the net, over to Patty, and then Patty over the front of the net. Good chance there. They're going to have to send it all the way down. Referee's going to say that's too far, and we're going to call an icing. All right. Icing. Referee's going to call for line changes, and here we go. This one's going to be to Marcelo's right on his blocker's side. This is going to be the Jackson, Suddy, and Moffi line. And they're going to be backed up by Akshay and Puckett. Face off one down into the corner by the 16. 16s are going to throw it again in the air all the way down. Puckett's ready for that one, though. He's going to get it back up. Nice tip, but not onto our stick. Lamott's over. Takes a hit. Here we go. Now we got Jackson trying to move it deep. He does. Takes a hit. Now Hazra is going to cause some hitting there. Mayorga takes it over. Jackson's going to send it back to his defenseman. Defenseman back to Jackson. Jackson and Porter coming in. Oh, picked up by, DeMott's picked that up. 16's tried to pick it, but DeMott's was there to play nice at 3. A-Rod takes it, sends it towards the net, and that one's going to be just to the left of the net. And 16's try to work it out one more time. Now they're going to have to throw it again. No control on this one. A-Rod's going to pick it up, take it back behind the net, and think about what he wants to do. He finds somebody on the far right side. Nobody there, so we've got a chance. Moving it up to the wing. Wing takes a hit, tries to work it through the neutral zone, but not a lot of time. All right. Another shot, but missed the net wide. Nice hit in the corner by your 15s. They're battling their 2-on-2. 15s lose that to the 16s. 16s behind the net, looking for somebody out in front. Can't find anybody. Now they have one guy in front. The 2 white jerseys there to cover him, so nobody there. And referee is going to call something. Probably on us. That was in our defensive zone. Ref's got his hand in the air. He's telling who needs to go. And that's going to be Akshay. So we're going to go on the penalty kill, and it looks like ref is coming to make the call. He's going to call Akshay 2 minutes, roughing. Okay, ref didn't like what he saw down in the corner trying to fight for that puck, so back down in the defensive zone. Now we've got Bath out there. Sorry, I can't say exactly who's on center there. All right, looks like Clark Edelman is going to be center on this one. Bath is going to be his wing. 16s try to work it around the zone, and they do, but keeping me outside the dots. 15s let him go back behind. They're looking for somebody just high, top of the circle. Trying to make that pass. Oh, shot goes in front, but no good on the rebound there. 16s take it back down into the corner, work it up to the right deep. That guy's going to take it down into the corner. He's going to skate it himself. Thought he might do a drop pass there. Takes it. He does drop pass on the far side, but Bowers is there to disrupt that play. So now Clark up high. He's going to make A little bit of trouble for him, but nice save there by Cello. Cello's going to send it around the net. And this one's down, but the referee's got his hand in the air. Looks like we're going to have another penalty. And whistle blows. That's a penalty on the 16s. So with 1:14 left in the penalty to the 15s, the 16s are going to take a penalty. So we'll be 4-on-4 for 46 seconds, and then a 46-second power play for the 15s. Looks like this face-off is coming all the way down. So on this 4-on-4, we're going to get a face-off in our offensive zone. We got Tenny back on the line there. And it looks like we have Becker out there with Humphrey. And Tenny's partner is going to be A-Rod. So A-Rod and Tenny back on the points with Becker and Humphrey up front. Becker's going to play the left side on his face-off. 4-on-4. They're going to stack 4 straight across. If we can win this one, we should have a good shot at the shot, but don't quite win that one. Oh, but nice skate move there by A-Rod. Kept in by Becker. Becker's going to send it over. Humphrey's going to chase it, and now Noah's got it. Tenny's got it over the line. He's going to skate through that check and get it down deep into the corner. He's going to send it over to Becker. Becker has control, takes a hit, but he still has control of the puck. Oh, 16's taken off the stick. Coming up the right wing boards of the 16s and taking to the outside is Tenny. And making sure, oh, he doesn't get that puck. It's very nice. So, Noah fight for the puck. It's not a 2-on-1 now. Humphrey jumps in into the corner. And now we've got a 2-on-2. Humphrey going down after the puck into the corner and pressuring the 16s one more time. Humphrey delivers a nice check. And that means, oh, that puck almost gets out, but not quite. Back down deep. But we're going to pick it up, and coming up the ice, oh, taking his time. Very nice. D-to-D pass. Going to settle this down. Back over. Becker's going to take it. Oh, tried to hit Tenny on the cross, but Tenny was going off for a change. Becker touches that one, so no icing. That's going to be A-Rod down into the corner. He's going to send it all the way around for Puckett. Bounces off Puckett's stick, and here we go. 16s have control for the time being, but New York is going to come in there and make sure that they get disrupted. They have to come all the way back, and now they're going to send it all the way down. Referee calls no ice. I'm not sure why that didn't even touch the ground until it came to the goal line, but okay. 15's coming through. Maddie's got the puck, and he's got help. He's got Suddy on the right wing. Suddy back to Puckett. Puckett takes a shot. Oh, tipped just wide of the goal. And Maddie's got it down there. Him and Suddy are fighting for the puck. It's a 2-on-1, so 15's are hoping to come away with this. He does. Porter comes away with it. Porter far side. Oh, sees his defenseman rushing. Gets there. Oh, shot on net. Maddie back into the corner. He's going to take his time. He sees his far side defenseman, but oh, that gets cut off by the 16s. 16s are rushing at the ice. Penalty is over now, so we're back to 5-on-5. 15s are going to take it back behind the net and try to rush up the ice. Up the left wing boards and over to Sudbeck. Sudbeck's going to put that one nicely on net. That almost had a really beautiful rebound there chance for us. And up the boards for the 16s. Oh, the 15s make a beautiful check, and that turns into a turnover. Couldn't quite take advantage, but really nice physical play there by the 15s. 16s get it back. They're going to go left to right. And now they're going to come over the blue line with tries to shoot that one on net. Cello takes it off the boards and pushes it back behind the net. Nice check down in the corner. And as we go, Grimmy's going to push that one up the side. It looks like he's got Patty. Sorry, that was Noah. Noah sends it deep. And this one is going to be picked up by Monty. Monty tries to put it through, but the 16 is going to be there. But Monty turns it the other way. Gets the puck, sends it over to Grimmy. Grimmy takes a shot. Nice rebound. It was going to go back to the point. Not quite all the way through. And that's going to be 1-on-2 the other way. And back check important here. Cello takes care of that one, no problem. Puts it in his glove. And slippery out there. A few of our boys take a tumble, but we're good. All right. Face off this time to Cello's left side. And as we come into the second period, 7 minutes, 59 seconds to go. Your Littleton 15U Hawks are leading the 16U Hawks 1-0. This is the Humphrey Becker Thor line out there for the face-off. And that one's got one back to the right wing. And this is taken by Thor up the boards. Thor's got the puck and sends it deep. Becker's there to chase, and he's looking for his man in front. Finds Thor. Oh, Thor has a tip. That one goes off the side of the net. All right, Humphrey keeps it in, and now he's got Thor there to try one more time, and all three of them there. A little bit close together, but hey, they're keeping it in the zone. Thor's going to pressure this time. They're going to send it up the boards, it looks like. And, they're going to try to send it all the way across ice. Now we got a 3-on-3 the other way. Try to come through the middle, but that one is sent in deep. And, bad fall there. Hopefully our guy's okay. Gets up. All right, here we go. Good job. Good job. Looks like that was Humphrey who took a tumble there, but he's up and he's skating and he's tough as ever. He's still taking it to the other guys. Humphrey gets the puck. He's going to go all the way. He's trying to get it over to Thor, but Thor was not quite where he thought he was. And now one more chance. They're going to send it. Tried to send it on net, but that's going to be an icing. We're going to have a defensive zone face-off. Second period, 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Your Hawks are up 2-1. Line change here. So on defense, we'll have Kaylee and A-Rod. Forwards are going to be, looks like Nolan, Clark, and Bath coming out. Clark is going to take the face-off. All right, wins it back to the corner. And the 15s are going to get there, but they're going to take a hit, and that goes back over to the 16s. But nice outside the zone. That one looks like it's not quite on net, but they're going to call it no icing. No one's going to come in and have some nice forechecking pressure. Bath is going to come around the net, setting it up the boards. And 16s have it, but couldn't find it in his skates. They do get it back. Thank goodness we found that one. That was a little bouncy, probably a little scary for Cello there, but the boys got it out. All right, 16s dump it deep down into the corner. A-Rod to pick it up back behind the net. He's going to send it. Stops, thinks about it. Nice defensive play. Good thinking there. Tries to send it up to Nolan. Nolan kind of lost the handle there. And now we have a turn, and that's going to go up from Clark through the neutral zone. Nolan makes a nice hit, finishes his check. And 16s are going to try to come down the right-hand side, but met there by Kaylee. Kaylee takes him back behind the net instead of in front. All right, into the corner, but now the 15s are going to take it. They're going to skate with it, and now we have right wing coming up the boards. We got Bath coming through for some nice pressure. 16s end up with it again. They have to make it long toss to try to get this over the blue line. They do, but Bath is there again, all the way back down from the other side, picking that up. And now Mayorga is back on the ice. He's going to send that one over to his right wing, and that was Nolan dumping it deep, and Nolan's going to go for a change. Jax gets it into the corner. Nice hit. Gets over there, Beth on net. Nice shot, but did not quite make it. Beth's going to go for a change now. Great shift. Pulling it off to the right wing boards, and 16s do get it over the line. Looks like it's on sides, and taken away, though, by the 15s. So as we come up the ice, looks like that's Porter. Porter gets it over the line, but gets hit by a 16, and not quite. But he's going to maybe get another chance. Nope, that one goes off a shin pad and back into our zone and all the way down. Ref's going to call that one an icing, and so a little bit of a breather, a little bit of a chill for our guys. That was a great line change. And the line before this one, the Vath, Clark, and Zope line, a lot of really great chances, a lot of really great rebounds. Suddy's line, Suddy with Jackson, Monty came out there and tried to make something happen. We're back in our defensive zone. So here we go. 5:03 to go in the second period. Face-off is won by the 16s, but 15s with some nice hitting take it back, and they're trying to work it out of the zone. That one goes over to Porter. Porter moves it up, and he moves that one up to Jackson. Jackson's got the puck. He's got help on the far side. Goalie does put it over to Matsu, but just over his stick. Defense keeps it in. Going to take a nice shot, but blocked in front by a big 16-year-old there. All right, Hauser sends it back deep, and we have the referee calling a penalty. This one is on the 16s. Looks like Sella made a nice skate for the net there. It's 3/4 of the ice for our goalie. But power play number 2 for our guys. All right, so power play line looks like Edelman, Tomat, and back. Being backed up by Teddy. And, sorry guys, I'm not sure who's on the other side there. But he has the puck. He's going to take it. He's going to send it in the middle. 16's good. Nice save. We got to find out who that is. Matson sends it over to the far side. That's Patrick. Patrick had a beautiful save at the blue line. Kept it in the zone. Kept his play alive. Teddy sends it back down into his defenseman. Teddy gets it. Takes a shot. Tip, but off net. All right, here we go. Edelman's going to take the puck, and he's going to send it back down deep. Bath is going to take it into the corner, back behind the net. Takes a big hit. Bath is down, but Edelman down there to help him. Edelman trying to work for the puck. Vath gets up and takes the puck, but he gets some help from Patty. Coming over, Patty's going to leave it for Edelman. Edelman's going to go over to Teddy. Teddy finds Motzi. Motzi finds Vath. Oh my goodness, just off the stick there. Beautiful. All right, working it back down is Jax. Jax sees Carson on the far side. He's trying to work it to him. Tries to get it out in front, but 16's come away. It's a one-on-one the other way. Teddy's got him. Teddy hits it with his right skate, puts it over to the boards. Oh, even though the 16s had a nice chance there, definite help there by our defenseman. Good back check from our guys. Getting some changes here. Becker's now on the ice. Becker has it there. He's going to get it down deep, and Becker into the corner. Going to send it over, but 16s pick it up and all the way down the ice. One guy chasing, and A-Rod's going to pick this one up. He's got Jackson and Sudbeck and Becker out there with him. All right, puck moves up to the right wing, and then really quickly over to the left wing. A lot of speed to the net. Calling for a penalty, and they're going to get it. This is going to be 18 seconds of a 5-on-3. 18 seconds of a 5-on-3. 15 parents are very excited about that. I think that was Porter who took a shot there and put another one of the 16s in the box. Referee explaining that one to the coach. Nobody going into the box though. This is going to be a penalty shot, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson Mayorga is going to get a penalty shot. Calling that he was interfered with on the way to the net. The referee is granting a penalty shot. So one of our best goal scorers, one-on-one with the goalie. The referee's explaining the rules. Boys are all on the bench, or at least on the boards. Jax has a chance here to make this a 3-1 game. Jackson coming down, moving to his right, leaving, coming to his left. Oh, he misses the net. Goalie dropped his stick. Jax just misses. The boys give him a big hug anyways. Let him know it's okay. Oh, it looks like the boys are going to argue, and they may win, that the goalie threw his stick. The goalie let his stick go. You can't do that. And so the referee coming to talk to the coach. You saw that on the video. The goalie let his stick go. That is illegal in a shootout, which should result in an automatic goal. Ref is talking to the coach. Ref is talking to the linesman. The score has not changed. 18 seconds left in our power play. Ref back to the bench. Ref is going to talk to the head coach. Talking to Coach Shelley. Other head ref comes in to talk. Shelley's going to explain to them what he saw. The goalie dropped his stick and went towards the skater with it. That is, and here we go. No goal. No goal called by the head ref. All right, back to it. 18 seconds left in the power play. 15s win that face-off and get it over to Hauser. Hauser's got it on the point. He's got a good screen. Shot out in front. Oh, that one was just over the net, but a beautiful shot. Jackson's back in the corner. 15-second shot on net and another save by the goalie. That was a beautiful shot there by Porter. Put it into the net, but goalies flashed that glove, and now they're going to have one more face-off. Penalty is over. We're back to 5-on-5. Exciting power play for our boys. Despite the misunderstanding of the rule, perhaps, we are still up 2-1. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the second period. 5-on-5. We got Motzi, we got Mayorga, and we got Porter out on the right side. This one is one back. Hauser gets the puck, has to pop it up, takes a shot right off the shin pad of the defenseman. Back down deep into the corner. Going to work it out in front. Oh, that one gets popped by the goalie, sticking out of the defenseman. They're going to have to back up. Porter does a great job of getting some pressure on, and that pressure works. He ends up going the other way. He's got Motzi on the far side. Motzi's going to take a shot, but that one doesn't quite make it through to the front of the net. Oh, Hauser, another nice keep. Shoots it in, but again, he's blocked out in front. Some big guys here on the 16 team. Not sure what happened there, but Jackson took a shot, and he's down. He's skating pretty gingerly back to the bench. Jackson's going to go. He's going to still hop over the boards. That's a good sign. All right. 15's back down the other way. Moving in and avoiding the hit. There's Patty. Patty's going to take it down into the corner. And he is going to take two of those big guys on the 16s long and create enough of a distraction to get a full change here. So on that full change, back in the back, we got Noah and Zach, and we got up front Patty, Bally, and Grimmy. And our guys are going to come back for an offensive zone face-off. Hopefully Jax is okay. He took a pretty big hit there on the ice. Went gingerly back to the bench, but he was able to throw his foot over. Coach is talking to the ref about watch behind play. Not happy. Not happy. Ref is saying I didn't see it, and Coach Shelley's telling him what's what. All right. 15s win the face-off a bit down into the corner. That one's going over and back behind the net. Patty's going to have it. Oh, beautiful shot, but that one was tipped back up over into the glass. 20 is going to take it, and Grimmy's got it back behind the net. Grimmy back down deep one more time, and this time it's going to be picked up by Maddie. Maddie's got the puck, and he's fighting off a check from the 16. And so is Patty. Patty's got it, though. He's not going to give up. A hit's not going to stop him. All right, Grimmy putting some pressure on the puck carrier and wins. Makes sure that guy doesn't have it and makes him offsides at the same time. So, offsides, neutral zone face-off for our boys. Defensive side. We've got Kaylee back with Tenny, and we have Maddie out there with, Maddie out there with Patty and Griffin. All right, wins it back to the defenseman. Noah's going to get it. Noah's very decisive with that puck. Gets it all the way out. Sends it over to Maddie. His stick is down. Kaylee broke his stick. Oh, that one's going to just miss the net. Had that come a little bit harder, Tenny would have had a nice shot. That was going to get on net, so I was going to put that one down into the corner, and A-Rod's going to take it, but he's going to take his time. He's going to think about it. 3 guys down low, which means he makes a beautiful pass, and that's going to give us an odd man rush the other way. Coming down deep, take a shot. Oh, just to the right. Oh, that was a beautiful skate there by Patty. And he's going to turn it over to the 16s, but still, 15s had a gorgeous chance there. That one goes up and over. Play with the high stick. Back gets down there in time, using that speed to get it out in front of the net. Oh, but defensemen have to back up because they had a guy back behind him. They're going to shoot. Cella's going to take that one, no problem. Call it good, and a $300 ouchie picked up from the ice. Sorry, Kaylee's. So sad. All right, 2-1 with 1.4 seconds to go. Gonna take this face off. I'm gonna assume a shot right off the face off. Humphrey has got it. And that's the end of the period. After a great period, 1 goal. That one belongs off with the Jack, Suddy, and Moxie line. All right. Jack ties his man up, and the 16s are going to put it in deep. Zach is going to go chase it down deep into the zone. Take it back behind the net. He's going to find his left wing. And, not quite out of the zone. That one popped over his stick. But Tenny's got it back in the corner. Looking for Matsuya up the wing. Wing pops it up, but not out, and it's going to be back to Noah. Noah working it back behind into the corner. 16s are going to pick it up. They're going to try to get it back behind the net, but that was through a stick. Matsu picks it up. Finds his center. Jax is in with Porter. Porter and Jax. Oh, Porter tries to work it over to Jax, and then, just a quick off the stick. Hit there away from the puck, but no call. Over the blue line, onsides, and 16s are going to try to dump and chase again. So this time, 16's getting a lot more physical than they have been in the last 2 periods, but that's all right. 15's take it away. Moving it up the left wing side, over to putting it in deep, and we have a change. So Jimmy, Bally, and Patty coming out. Maddie gets the puck, and he's down deep into the corner, reverses, goes down deep to Grimmy. Grimmy gets the puck, and he puts it down into Patty. Patty's going to take that puck and look for an open man. Finds his far side. Graham sends it, and right on net. Nice rebound, no cover, so they're going to get another chance. Back over to Grimmy. Grimmy's got the puck. Works it down deep. Now Patty's got the puck back behind the net. He's going to look for a pass. He's got Graham open. Graham's going to take the puck, but that pops over his stick, and it's going to go all the way down. Akshay's going to pick it up and take his time there. He's going to move it back up the boards all the way over. And now Patty's got it down deep. Has to do it twice, but gets it down deep. Maddie's going to go into the corner, and he is going to be up to his defenseman. All right, over to the boards, and this one is going to be one. Nice hard work there by the boys. Patty's going to pick it up one more. I'm sorry, Maddie's going to pick it up one more time. Picks it up. He's got Blake high. He's got Edelman high. Edelman is now coming for Patty. Edelman works it into the corner, takes a hit, but from his knees puts it back behind the net. All right, finishes off the change here. Puck working up the boards. Bowers has got it, puts it through the middle. And now A-Rod's going to move it back up through the middle, and it's going to be taken away by the 16s. 16s take it over offsides, but the referee misses that fact, and we're down deep. 16s take it and up into neutral ice. Over the line, this time truly onside. Cello's going to put that off to his blocker's side, and they're going to try to put it down deep into the corner, but that's going to be controlled by the 15s back up the boards. A little bit of a melee on the boards. Oh, this time they get it out over the blue line. No icing. Emphatically called by the line. Try to throw it out into the middle. A bit of a dangerous pass, and Humphrey gets in there and forces them to move it quickly. Now Kaylee's in there with Humphrey. 16's are going to come in, take a shot. Settle makes a nice save off his blocker. Becker on the high point here, covering his man. Defenseman picks it up. He's going to move it over to the left. All right, Thor's got it this time. He's going to try to move it out on the breakout. And, stopped right at the blue line. 16's are going to pick it up, but it's a 2-on-1, and we're going to get it back over the blue line. Back into the neutral zone, regear for the 16s. 16s are going to try to move it up, and they do. But stick check there by Becker. Gets it over to Thor. Thor takes a big hit right at the blue line, and that is deep. But 16s are back in control. Kaylee keeps it from going out of the zone. Nice move by the defenseman. Moving it back in, and now there's a fight for it just inside the blue line. Kaylee's going to get it deep. He's got Becker out in front. He's going to fight for this puck. And down to Thor. Thor gets beat by that guy, but 16's coming out through the neutral zone. 16 spinning with it at the blue line. Oh, beautiful tap pass. Cello makes a beautiful save, though. 15's picking it up back into the corner, throwing it down. No ice. That was touched by two 16s on the way down. And now we're going to get a full line change. So, change coming up. And we have Puckett back on the back. We got Motzi, Jackson, Sudbeck back out. Jackson's going to come in and put some pressure on. Motzi's got the puck. He sends it back in, but, onside. Oh, Porter tries to make a move, but gets it taken off of his stick. And Motzi sends it back in deep, and that is going to be on net. Said he's going to come after it, but that's going to go over his head. Over the blue line, and here comes the Littleton 16s. Over the blue line, onside. He's got one man with him. Settle makes a nice save off the blocker. And we're going to get a penalty. If that's in the defensive zone, I'm going to guess that's on our 15s.
Okay.
Mayorga, 2 minutes for the hook on that one. 3-on-1. Probably didn't need to take that one, but all right. Power play or penalty kill for our boys. So Mayorga with a 2-minute penalty, 2-1 with 12 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the third period. Face-off is going to be to Cello's blocker's side. Boys are setting it up, and looks like we got Sudbeck coming in for the face-off. Big face-off here, and 16s win that face-off. They get it in, they try to put it on net, but it goes back behind. Down deep into the corner, 16s have control. They're going to take a second and find an open man. Open man is found, but 15s find it, and a nice backhand out of the zone by Suddy. Suddy puts it down deep. Machi's going to chase down, and not a lot of pressure, but enough to run some clock. So 1:37 left in their power play. Running a bit of the McKinnon power play, but woo! That does not work when you got A-Rod taking that off your stick. Beautiful job by our defenseman. Saw that one coming. A-Rod takes it back behind the net, sends it around nice and hard, and that's over the blue line. 1 minute and 17 seconds to go in the face-off, in the power play. All right, drop pass back to the left defenseman, back to the left wing. One guy left, so they're going to play a quarterback on the blue line, try to get this deep and keep it deep, but doesn't work. Nice pop out there by Patty. Patty again, forcing Bell to come through and takes a shot, but that is blocked. That is blocked twice, and then the third shot taken, but missed the net completely all the way down. Patty's going to be F1 on this one. We got Maddie back, Patty and Maddie. Bowers back behind, and he's got Noah with him. All right, 16 is trying to take it down the ice with some speed. take him to the outside. Maddie's got him to the outside. Noah's got him as a backup, coming all the way around, back to the point, and putting some soft pressure on the point over to the hash marks. Nice job there by Blake. That one went off his skate. He'll probably feel that tomorrow, but it feels pretty good right now. All right, bit of a change here for the Hawks. Looks like we've got Clark on the face-off. Clark wins the face-off back to Noah. Noah's going to send it up the boards, and that one is going to be sent there by Vath. 16s get it back, working it on the outside, back to the point. They're going to look for somebody in front. Well covered by two of our white jerseys. Back to the point. Oh, Stella makes a nice save. They thought they could pull that one out of the air. Penalty is over. We are back to 5-on-5. Your Hawks have killed their penalty. Clark's going to take this one up the ice. He's going to send it deep to Nolan. Nolan's got a pass from the 16 lays down and takes that pass away. Let's go. Clark gets the puck on his stick, and he was fighting for it. And, just off, but back to Bowers. Bowers over to Graham. Bowers is going to get this puck back behind. No icing, but 16s are changing. He's got a second. And that one's going to get kept in by the 16s. Again, up in the air. A lot of the 16s' favorite play. Back over to Bowers. Nolan's got it now. He sends it over. Now Maddie's got it. Maddie's got it on the breakaway. Oh, it's one-on-one. He's one-on-one, and nobody to help him. Maddie is a little ball of speed. He's going to make sure he gets down there. It's going to get deep. Now he's got Patty down there with him, and he's got Grimmy down there with him. He's got Puckett and Akshay back on the line. And look at that. Keeps it in 1-on-5. Maddie wins that battle. Oh, come on, Rev. How many times are you going to let him hold him down? 16s take control after some questionable hits there. Our boys are going to have to keep their cool because they surely want to take some vengeance on that. But 2-1 game, they got to keep their one goal. 9 minutes to go here in the third period. The 15s are going to work it in, and Patty's going to get it deep. He's got Grimmy there with him. On net. Score! Beautiful shot. Patty has a beautiful shot. That was in. Patty said, hey, if you can't shoot it, what's it worth? Gorgeous shot by Patty. Puts that one in the net. That puts your 15s up 3-1 with 8:52 to go in the third period. Gorgeous shot. Absolutely gorgeous shot. We're going to get a change here of lines. We're going to have Puckett and Akshay back in the back. We're going to have Jax, Porter, and Motzi out in front. Porter wins. Motzi back to Puckett. Puckett back up to Motzi. Motzi's going to get it, and he's going to send it in deep. Jolie takes a swipe at it. No need. Porter's got the puck. He makes his check. Back in front of the net. Now Puckett's going to pick it up at the center. Right at the dot there. Takes a shot. Beautiful job by Kaylee. Fights off the check and keeps it deep.
Okay, hello.
Little bit of a melee there. All right, Puckett's going to take it. He's going to hit his hit there. And as we go in deep, the 16s are going to take it. They're going to take it into the corner. They're looking for somebody in front, but they get blocked. Nobody was there anyway. Totally covered by our defense. Sunny down in the corner. Tries to work it up and out. That one goes as a souvenir into the bench, and we're going to have a face-off. And looks like a line change for Littleton. No line change, sorry. One guy. Looks like Becker's going to come. Oh, no. Sunny's coming out. Becker's coming in. Humphrey's coming in, and Thor's coming in. All right. So Humphrey in to take the face-off. No, I apologize, you guys. That is Vath and Nolan, which means that is Clark taking the face-off. Clark wins the face-off back to Vath. Vath gets it. Oh, my goodness. Great shot. Out, deep, almost on net. Good idea. 2-goal lead. Most dangerous lead in hockey. 8 minutes to go in the third period. We know that the 16 team does get more physical when they get more frustrated, so we're going to watch for a little bit more physicality. But right now we got Clark taking the face off. Clark wins that back to his defenseman over to Nolan. Nolan gets the puck. He's going to work it up the right wing. Nolan's got it over the red line, over the blue line, down deep, and that one's going to go right on net. Oh, Nolan picks it up again, putting pressure on. And on the far side we got A-Rod. A-Rod's going to keep that one in. And another one into the bench. A lot of air pucks today.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we are here with Nikki Davis, longtime hockey fan. She knows a lot of things because she's seen a lot of things. Nikki, what do you think Littleton is doing well?
I think they're hustling really well, and their hits are right on, but they need to focus on the puck.
Focusing on the puck. That's what we're going to look for here. Oh, Becker gets in a little melee. Becker gets into a little bit with his winger there, and here we go. Puck over to the left side. 16s are going to take it down. 16s down into the net and trying to work it forward, but the 15s are going to disrupt that. Winger takes it, a little bit too soon. That's going to be nice. All right, face off back in the defensive zone. Got to calm down just a little bit. You're up by 2, not 1.
Yeah, they're getting a little chippy.
Little chippy. Yeah, puck control would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, deep breath, boys, deep breath. Connor goes in for the face-off. He's out there with Thor and Becker. And Thor out to the point. Over to Becker. Becker puts it on. Just misses the net. That's going to go down deep into the corner. Thor's going to pressure the puck. Becker's going to come and help him back out into front. And that one's going to go up the boards, back to Bowers. Back to Bowers. There we go. Bowers back to his defensive partner. That's going to go back behind the net. They're going to take a second. They're going to run some clock. 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Big hit taken there. Outside the zone. 16s have to come all the way out to get on sides. All right, trying to get this out. I'm not sure what that was. Not our best move. All right, boys, calm it down. Calm down. All right, back up to the point. Nobody in front. All right, Becker chips it up. It's going down deep. No ice. Going to go for a change. All right, Humphrey down deep, and he's going to try to pressure the puck. It is slippery out there.
It is. Ice is slippery.
Up to the right-hand side, coming into the 16s. If he goes high, he's got a chance, but he doesn't. He chips it. The defenseman puts that on a ramp, and that one goes into the netting. 6 minutes and 14 seconds. We have a face-off to Marcelo's glove side. This one is going to be with Patty, Bally, and Grimmy. Patty into the face-off. All right, face-off one by the 16s, back to their point, but it's blocked! Fantastic block there by Maddie. Goal comes all the way out!
Keep it in there. That's it.
So offsides.
Hit him. I know.
It looks so pretty.
It was pretty.
Maddie saw it. He just wanted to take the shot.
So far out of the goal. Oh my God.
The goalie's that far out. All you see is net.
Uh-huh.
You got to go for it. All right, 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third period. Mitchell's on face-off. Boys are excited. Puckett and Hauser back in the back. Brings it back to Puckett. Puckett throws it down deep. That was kind of a bouncer.
That was a nice catch.
We'll take it. Hey, if the goalie wants to catch it and give us a defensive zone face-off, why not?
Got the shot on goal.
All right, same line's going to stay out there. We got Pucky, we got Akshay, we got Grimmy, Patty, and Bally. All right, puck one by the 16s. They're going to send it all the way, rimming around really hard there. Oh, the 15's there to put it right back in. The referee's going to say that was offsides. Our boys are a little excited. 5 minutes and 46 seconds. Coach is going to say, hey, stay out there. Calm it down. You got this. Run some clock. If you get a shot, great. If you just run some clock, that's really what we need. Patty on the face-off. Back in.
All right.
Nice shot there. Grimmy gets the puck, takes it down deep into the corner. Grimmy cycles it down. They're going to cycle it again back behind the net, but that one's going to get taken away by the 16s. They're going to come up the left-hand side. Again, way up in the air. Played by a high stick. Referee has some dramatic moves to show a high stick, and we're going to take it all the way back down to the defensive zone. I think that guy deserves an Emmy at least.
I think so. Maybe Tony, I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe not the emphasis of a Tony, but I'll go with an Emmy. That was TV acting.
I thought jazz hands. I'm sorry.
All right, face-off coming down to our defensive zone. 15s are going to win it, back to the defense, and all the way up and around. Maddie's going to be there with his speed. Takes it out of the zone, chips it ahead. Maddie's going to pick that up after Maddie puts it over to him. Oh my goodness, beautiful play. Backhand almost happened. Over to the 16. 16s are going to get it over. So offsides.
Oh my God.
Good call by Jazz Hands. All right. Littleton's going to take a breath. We got Tenny and Kaylee back on D. Taking the face-off for us, we got Jax with the Mods and Suddy. 16s win it. They send it back down. Tenny in the corner. He's going to send it up to Motzi. Motzi's got it. He's going to send it over to Jax. Jax over to Suddy. Suddy can't quite handle, but he gets it anyway. Suddy going to try to work back to Jax. Jax couldn't quite get it, but Noah's going to keep it in, and in he goes. All right, Suddy back into the corner trying to force it. Motzi there in case he wants to send it. Defense is backed up, so 16s are going to get it over the blue line and back to the 15s D. Over to Motzi. Motzi loses the puck and over all the way down, but off of 16 players, so no ice. Majorca takes it. He's going to go in. Jax has got good offensive pressure. And, shot on net. Into the net. Wrong net. But good net for us. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third period. Your 15s are leading the 16s 3-1. Exciting last 2 minutes. A lot of control needed here.
Yeah.
Control of temper, control of puck, control of what's happening on the ice. Let's see how we do. Clark takes the face-off, wins it over, and that one's going to come all the way around to Nolan. Nolan's going to take it and send it to the center, over the blue line, over the red line. Vath is going to use his speed, try to catch up to that one. They're going to force him to make a bad pass. A-Rod over to Bowers. Bowers is going to send it out. And now he's got it going over to Grimmy. Sorry, Edelman. Edelman fights for it on the boards. He's got help coming in. And, this is a hard fight, boys. Here we go. Puck is gone.
Watch it, 16.
All right, here we go. 29. Over into the corner, out of the blue line. They're offsides. Vath is going to chip it and chase it. And back down the boards. A-Rod is there, turns away. A-Rod is going to pick up the puck. Over to his partner. Bowers puts it up the boards, but not quite out. Bowers makes a nice hit. Goes down. Nolan is in there as well. Now we got puck high and out. Looks like we're going for a change here. Now we got Becker, Humphrey, and Thor. And that is going to be an icing with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Becker, Humphrey, and Thor are out. And looks like their defensemen are going to be Puckett and Akshay. So Puckett and Hazra on the D, and Thor, Cameron, and Connor on the forwards. So checking line out there, trying to kill this off, get that clock to run, control the puck. Goes to the boards. Referee is calling for one more guy. Apparently the 16s only want to play with 4.
Penalty, not enough men on the ice.
That's penalty for not enough men on the ice would be nice. Yeah. Okay. Apparently they've already given up. And they're going to switch out centers. Okay, here we go. Face off by Humphrey. Humphrey wins back to Hazra. Hazra up the boards. It's going to go over to Thor. Thor moving it up the boards. Goes up. He hits Becker. Becker's got the puck. Becker takes a hit. And down into the zone. Thor there. Trying to get the puck into the front of the net. Thor taking another hit. Fighting for the puck. He's got Humphrey back there with him to help.
Get him, Cameron.
And into the boards they go. And puck back in front. But just behind. And now they're coming back 2-0. There we go. Nice hit there. Hauser made a beautiful hit. He's got Puckett with him. Becker gets the puck. He leaves it for Puckett. Puckett puts it deep, and here we go. 16s are going to take it, but here comes Thor. And into the corner. Going to run into a couple of white jerseys there, but they're going to get it out, and they're going to have a chance, but no, Bowers there. Sorry, that was not Bowers. Sorry, that was Puckett. Puckett there to make sure that they don't get in. Hauser gets his stick taken away, calls for the penalty, and the referee's going to call it.
Took his stick away, threw it on the ice.
16's getting a little rattled here. Doing some silly things, and hey, we'll take it because that's a penalty for them and a power play for us. Wait. Our guy went to the box. Is that Akshay? Is that Akshay? That's silly. Okay. Akshay in the box for... I asked his brother here. He confirmed that that is his brother, but not sure for what. Okay. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Akshay's going to be in the box for 2 minutes. And, oh, nice. Maybe holding. Not sure how he got the holding penalty when his stick got held.
Like I said, refs are not as good
it's
as some I've seen.
all right. Here we go. Maddie on the puck makes a nice check. Beautiful job there. That was Zach making not only the check, but getting the puck and sending it high and out. 16s have to come back, and they're going to regroup. 16s coming up the ice, up the right wing boards, but they're going to meet there with Patty, and Patty's going to send him down. All right, Patty and Tenny going off the ice, coming back out now. We've got Clark. And not sure the other guys just yet, but 16's working it down deep into the corner. Back into their point. They're going to take a second and a breath. They had a nice set in front, but Snello saw that one, but it missed the net anyway. Back to the front. Nice, beautiful time to shoot. Oh, they take too long. Back into the corner. Back to the point. Point really needs to shoot from high, but it gets blocked. Boys are super excited for what their guys are doing out there. Edelman is out there. In front of the net, Zach. Vath is out there, stick down, but that one took a shot and all the way down the ice. That was Vath making sure that that one got out. Another change. Now we got Blake Bowers out there. Blake is going to take his man, and then beautiful job by Porter. Porter's going to take his man, Jackson, and then all the way down the ice by A-Rod, Jax, Porter, and Bowers out there trying to kill off this last 29 seconds of the game. 3-1. 15 seconds left in the power play. The 16s do get it to the middle, but A-Rod puts that one wide, and it's down into the corner and out of the zone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the power play is over. 11 seconds left in this game. Your 15U team is going to defeat the 16U team. For the first time tonight, it's going to be a great way for them to end. The boys come, celebrate with Solo, celebrate with the whole team. They've been preparing for this game all week. This was a huge win.